G'day fellow moto vloggers, Planet Nip on some Moki the Suzuki Bandit on this Tuesday afternoon. Very, very pleasant, I might add, and it's looking good for the rest of the week. Yeah, around the 20-degree mark, climbing up to 23. So it's conducive to good riding weather. What do I have for you at the moment? Well, I've got the new camera on, the 4K Plus. I've fiddled around with some of the settings to have a look, and I've decided to use Vivid. See how that goes. On 1920 by 1080, 60 frames a second. See if we get that white flash or whatever. My guess is I will. For some unknown reason, I don't know why, but I'm not sure if it's the settings I'm using, a setting that I don't know of, whatever. This one did exactly the same as what my other one did at 1920 by 1080 at 60 frames a second. It did exactly the same thing. Can I live with it? Yeah, I can live with it, because I can use 50 frames a second and still get reasonably good quality out of my videos. Except, of course, YouTube absolutely butcher the quality. They even butcher the quality of my sound, I've noticed, compared to what I hear from the raw file, or whatever you'd like to call it. Once it's been through YouTube, it sounds like shit. It butchers it. Sort of gets like an echoey sort of noise or something. I don't know what it is, but it's annoying more than anything. But yeah, it's on Vivid. 60 frames a second. I think the angle of the camera is pretty good, and I don't want to try and get it back, because I'll scar the poor thing again with the pliers, because it's so hard to do. The ignition saga, well, I haven't had a code for a while, a couple of weeks now nearly, so you know, touch wood, maybe it's better. As my last video showed everyone, it does have the 100 ohm resistor, but the problem is we're more confused than ever, because it doesn't seem to be bridging anything. So, and I haven't got enough subscribers, or even people that listen to my videos, to sort of give me any idea that it might have happened to them, or they know, or whatever. But yeah, it's a bit of a tricky situation, but at the moment it's not failing. It's not giving me a code. So just got to monitor it, I suppose. I did buy a new ignition barrel. I did buy like a kit. It comes with the ignition barrel, the fuel cap, and the seat unlock. So one can just use the same key. So that shouldn't be far away. I shouldn't be waiting much longer to get that, because on the on the number that they give you at the post offices and that. It's out for delivery. It told me the tracking number. They said it's out for delivery, so you have to believe them, don't you? So we'll see how that is. We might even undo it and have a look at that, see if it's got the 100 ohm resistor in it. Now I do know, I have heard, reading in forums and that they don't have that resistor in them. So I suppose I will find out. Another thing I've done recently is I've sold my motorcycle lift bench, or bench lift, whatever you like to say. You might ask, why did I sell that? Well, one, I haven't been using it, because two, I struggle to get it up on the lift. I've really got nowhere to get a good run up with the bike. I've sort of got to walk it up and via the clutch, and to me that's just not well, a safe thing for me to be doing. So I've decided that I sold the bench to a friend who happened to mention that he was looking to buy one from eBay, and he wanted me to tell him where I got mine and how much I paid and all that. And I said, look, Jim, I said, I'm not using mine. If you want it, you can have it for $300. And he said, send me pictures. So I sent him pictures and said, yeah, I'll take that. He's got a Tenere, Yamaha Tenere, and I don't think he'll have any trouble getting it up on his bench. I mean his bike up on the bench. So yeah, so that's sold. One less thing for my family to sell once I pass or whatever, or if I live long enough I'll probably end up selling a lot more stuff that I won't need. When I decide to give riding up, I'll know when that time's come, but at the moment I feel good enough to be riding, so I can still get it up on the centre stand quite easily, so it's not a problem. Still get on the ground and undo the sump plug and all that sort of thing, so I can still get under the car to do that, to do the oil on the car. So until such time as I can't, well, then I'll know that I have to sell Smoky here. I'm rambling on, aren't I? But what a nice day. It's cold. It's not hot. It's cold. Well, for our standards it is. But yeah, so I'll keep going and just view the footage when I get home tonight as I'm editing the video. And it should have flashed by now if it was going to. It normally does. And I haven't heard back from Drift yet about my complaint. I just want to make them aware of it again after all this time, the white flash. And I'm surprised that no one else has had it with the 4K cameras. I haven't heard of it, but mind you, that was a few years ago, and I haven't actually Googled it. I might do that tonight. I might Google it. And I also before you say, have you updated the firmware? Yes, I did. It did have the 1097 firmware in it. Now it's got the 1119 firmware in it. So I have done the firmware. That's another thing that I've changed. And personally, I don't think it probably has anything, like I said the last time when this was happening, I don't think it was a firmware issue. I think it was a hardware issue for some reason. I'm not a technician or anything of this sort of thing. So anyway, this is Bandit Evan, some Moki there, some Zuki Bandit on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Bidding you all very, very, very safe riding. And until next time, cheers for now.